What's up, Mary?
I had a feeling you would be asking me while I'm bugging.
I love
and here it
Run
is.
DMC, one of my favorites of all time. What's up?
All right. So thank you so much for taking my call.
Of course.
My question for you is, should I confront my dad about possibly having a son that no one is acknowledging, or should it be let go?
Sweet. I love it's so great. What happened? Jerry, what happened?
All right. So there's a lot of information here. But a few years ago, my sister found a picture of the son of the woman that used to work for our dad back in the 80s. So this boy is is only 3 months younger than I am.
Okay.
And he is a carbon copy of our dad. Looks nothing like his mom, dad, brother. And since years ago when we first found that first picture, it's become, I feel like, even more and more evident that he just looks exactly like our dad. And
okay, so you got a picture. Give me another piece of data.
Let's see. So back in the 80s, they worked together. She worked for him. They worked often late at night, things like that. He does have a history of cheating.
Dang,
I don't
Gina.
think that this one was caught specifically.
They made a person. Do you really think in your guts your mom has no idea?
No, that's the thing. So my sisters and my mom know. We all know this. So this is kind of...
Is your mom still married to your dad?
She is absolutely not.
Okay.
She is not. So
okay, here's what I would do. I would leave my dad out of it. Do you have a relationship with your dad?
Yes. So I actually work for my dad. Our family business.
You know what? Because why not? Let's make this super weird.
It's awful.
Have you ever met this other guy? This brother of yours, maybe?
Yes, we actually all have. They're from neighboring towns.
Okay.
My dad actually periodically has talked about him and his family to us. I have met him. My sister has met him. My husband has met him. And my dad actually sees this boy and his family on a weekly basis at their social club.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I want you to just quote unquote bump into him at a local coffee shop. And then take his coffee cup and
oh my God.
Then run out the door with it and then go to one of those places that they have in spy movies where you can get the DNA off of it. And then they'll put it in the Megatron converter like they have on CSI and you'll know. Or here's the second thing. That would be the way I want you to do it because that'd make for a really good YouTube show. But number two, I would call this guy and say, I have a sneaking suspicion. Would you be willing to take a 23andMe with me?
So this is my conundrum or our conundrum, since we all know about this. It's he has been brought up in what appears to be a very good family. He has 2 loving parents. He has a really...
His whole life is a lie if this is true.
Yeah.
And I, for one, am not participating in lies anymore. Because you know why?
Oh.
You've been part of a lie your whole life.
Extremely.
And if you have a brother, it would be cool to get to know him. Maybe it wouldn't be.
Which is the bigger cost? Keeping it or getting it out there?
I've yet to see where keeping a ginormous atomic family secret helps anybody in the long term.
Right. I know that does really, it just makes us feel, or I'm going to speak for myself. It makes me feel like I'm often living a lie because obviously I am in a lot of regards. And especially when these people are mentioned to us, it makes me, I would say it just kind of makes us sick.
Yes.
It's this dangling thing out in front of us.
But can I tell you, Mary, you're ignoring something really big. Huge.
What is it? I'm sure you're right, but what is it?
You are sick I hate to use this word. It's just one coming to my head. You're grossed out by Mary. You know why? Because you're raised by a cowardice man who lacks integrity, and now that's your boss. It's where you go every day. You take a paycheck from this person.
Yeah.
And there's a part of you every day you clock in or whatever salary you take, you know that the person you're working for lacks the most basic level of integrity. He won't even acknowledge a son, a child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That means he is untethered to any sort of integrity or dignity. He'll do anything.
You're 100% correct on that. I mean,
and that means you have found yourself slowly participating, which means you're becoming him. And you hate that.
Oh, God.
Stop.
You just hit the nail on the head because you are, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I've seen that.
Stop. It's a charade. And yes, I know this will come with economic consequences, and I'm not saying do it today.
Right. But so I guess, I've always been, like, my biggest worry is going through this and obviously bringing this to light and then obviously being, like, gaslit about it and having no
That's why I go straight to that dude. That's why I go straight to that dude. That's why talking to someone who has been a human being, who does not tell the truth, who lies to those closest to him, it's a complete waste of your time.
Oh.
I have a rule. I only bring up hard things. I only have conversations. I only say things to people who will hear them.
Okay.
And you have a deceptive, lying, potentially father. And let's take this one off. You say he has a history of infidelity. He's been cheating on your mom for their marriage?
Yes, I've been around numerous girlfriends my whole life.
Okay. And I won't ask about business stuff, but I know the data says that there's a high correlation. So, like, all of this.
I do.
And so asking the person in the middle of it is of no value to you. You know that answer. What I would want to know is, forget my dad. Is that guy my brother? And if so, I want to interact with him. And he may say, that guy is my dad. I know for certain. He told me a long time ago. That guy may say, I've had my suspicions or whatever. And I agreed to not say anything. Or he might say, dude, I've been wondering my whole life. I would love to do a 23andMe with you.
Interesting. I just never really felt like that was my place to get into his business, even though it could be my business.
This is your business too.
Right.
This is your business too.
Yeah, and I guess I've also been very, scared to pull at any threads that could unravel the little connection that I do, have with my dad.
You don't have a connection. It's false. It's fake. It's not real. It's a charade. Both of y'all are playing. You're playing like, yeah, I love him. He's my dad. I trust him. I work for him. And he is like, yeah, I'm playing a charade like I'm a good present father who takes care of my daughter. No, he doesn't.
Oh, well.
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
No.
You're not.
It's just, it's a puppet show.
That just hurts to hear.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, does he overpay you for the job you're in?
In no way, shape, or form.
Okay. Could you get another job in Akron, Ohio for a similar wage?
Potentially. Probably, yeah. I mean, I know that I'm smart and very capable. I do more than, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But then I don't have that one thing, I guess.
And I'm telling you right now, you don't have it now.
It's not a real thing.
Yeah, you're sitting next to a ghost.
Okay. Oh.
I hate it for you. It breaks my soul for you.
Yeah.
And you need to hear me say to 14-year-old Mary, dude, this was never your fault.
Right.
But it's not about him. It's about you deciding, I am going to live in the light. And anybody who wants to live in the light with me, I would love to have you here. But I can't drag you. I can only choose my freedom. And my freedom means I don't live around lies anymore.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what the entire basis of most things in my life have been built on.
I know. And it's been that way your whole life, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask you an even harder, scarier question?
Ooh, yes.
Are there secrets that your husband doesn't know?
No, I don't think so. I think in the last few years, he's been horrified at the truths that have finally come out of me.
No. That's what I'm talking about. Not the Jerry Springer show that is your extended family.
Okay.
Are there things that you don't tell him?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that because I don't know if there's things that I just don't even tell myself.
Okay. Here's what I'm asking. Apples and trees. Often kids who grow up in these situations where the whole family knows you just don't say certain things, and then you can kind of do what you want to do. You just don't say it, and everybody smiles, and you move on with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Those turn into your family too.
Right.
And you have things going on at work, or you have things that coworkers that you text back. You have whatever goes on in the world, and husband doesn't need to know. We're good. Or there's okay. If there's not, awesome.
Yeah, I would say not.
Amazing.
We did go through difficult patches. 100%.
Everybody goes through difficult patches. Okay. What I want to encourage you is, if you are experiencing freedom in your own marriage, your own home, we just call it like it is. We tell each other whatever it is. We just say it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to extrapolate that to the rest of your life, man. And let's say you call it. Let's say you call that dude this afternoon. Say, I need to have a private conversation with you over coffee. And you slide the DNA test across the table and say, I think you're my brother. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think you're my brother. Would you take this?
Ooh.
Okay, let's just pretend. Let's say he said, you're crazy lady, and he runs out and calls your dad, and your dad blows up.
Yeah.
What have you lost?
I guess normalcy.
Is that what you would call what you have right now?
I'm used to it. So
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But it's not. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say stability or safety or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe that's a good way to say it. You're trading normalcy for wellness. You're trading the known for the unknown. And the unknown could be worse. It could be, theoretically. The unknown could be amazing. It could be freeing. Heartbreaking, something to grieve, but it could be amazing. So all I can do in this situation, not you, I don't have to live with the repercussions. So it's easy for me just to throw my 2 cents in the ring. I would not have this conversation with my dad because he's proven himself to be somebody who's not trustworthy over and over and over and over and over and over again. I would need to know, do I have a brother? And so I would sit down with that man and say, I need to have a cup of coffee with you. And I'm going to ask you keep this quiet between us, but I know I can't control you. And I'm choosing to not try to control anybody else anymore. I just want to live in the light. I have a sneaking suspicion in my guts that you're my half brother, and I'd love to figure that out, find out if that's true or not. Would you be willing to do it? That's what I would do if it was me. That's what I would do if it was me. Mary, if you choose to have this conversation with him, please do me a favor and let us know. There'll be a whole bunch of people listening who want to know, is he actually your brother or not? Thanks for the call. You're awesome.